between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. Boy, you can go down the list of classic endings in this series, and last year we had one with the Canes pulling it out.
And Miami was the one who got to celebrate because they eked it out, they got the close win.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Now the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a man. It's Dorsey. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Doak. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end finds a soft spot. At the 45 on his way. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Oh, he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And, man, this one getting off to a slow start, trying to get some points on the board, and the dreaded doink. And listen, points at a premium right now because nobody scored, but, man, that was inches away from being really good. We're still tied 0-0.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Leaves it with the back. Fights off the defender. He's stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Dorsey. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on! He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw again. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Canes want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Snagged in the middle. It's Baker. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Here's the pressure. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Scanning the field, it's Dorsey. Snagged out of the air. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got his man down the middle, and they get him down. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Back to the ground game on the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A cacophony of noise. Debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. He'll keep it himself. Makes a man miss. Gets away from one. He's got space. They get him corralled. team. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Red pass, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll do it himself. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Hurricanes have it with a first and goal. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Connor, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
A little screen to the running back. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Quick release by the QB. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Trying play action. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. 2nd down coming up. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Baker. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Hand off from the shotgun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Grab near the sticks. It's Pitts. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. He now has 63 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Florida State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes with the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Dorsey. Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pitts. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Canes will call on their punt team. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. That they did their part, score, your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. From the gun, the running back has it. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Noles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Seminoles! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. They're trailing by 11 to Georgia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. And pass not closes. He got deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to sneak it. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The quarterback goes down. The defense bringing the heat on 4th down to force the turnover on downs. There is a flag on the field, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think it's against the offense. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Caught in the backfield. It's Pitts. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll go to the counter. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Back to pass, it's Dorsey. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Got it set up on the outside. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. It's complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Soft spot in the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college, we used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
And the timing just a hair off. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Going downfield for the big play. He got it! They will score! Touchdown, Noles!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Makes the quick grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Dorsey. Looking left. It's complete. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll run it on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on second and goal. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got...
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down to the 42.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. It'll be 3rd and long. The play action fake. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. The ricochet off the left upright and through. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Dorsey. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, this offensive line knew they had a huge challenge coming into this game because the defense registered 6 sacks there last time out. They knew that they were going to have to win some one-on-ones up front. They finally lost the battle on that last play, though. That was the first sack they've allowed in this game.
And the Canes will punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. He'll keep it himself. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. They'll run for it. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football. Looking to throw, it's Dorsey. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Great play by the defense, taking that back for a pick-6. And as a quarterback, if you're going to throw to your running back, you've got to be accurate with it. Remember, they are not receivers. And if you make it difficult and tricky, bad things happen, and it did right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to New Mexico State. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Off play action. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. Finds his big tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Dropping back, it's Dorsey. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Seminoles! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
He's looking to throw. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. He'll start this drive firing. They've got the screen set up. At the 35, he's open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. To the air on 1st down. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Dorsey. Oh, they're after him. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. The give out of the gun. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
Number 11 in punt formation to kick it away.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. It rarely disappoints when the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.